What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is your dude Lightlighter here, and today we are going to be taking a look at this pretty popular DeFi dApp on Ethereum called dYdX exchange. And in this video I'll be showing you basically how to use it. So this is a kind of like a general tutorial slash review on the project. One of the reasons I decided to do this video right now is because there has been some speculation regarding the fact that they might be releasing their own token, and some people have suggested, even one of the core developers basically saying that there might be a possibility that the people who have been interacting with the dApp itself might be eligible for that airdrop. Meaning that we might be talking about something of a Uniswap style of an airdrop happening on to the users of the platform. Will it be the same price as Uniswap? May not be exactly the same, but we could be talking about potentially free money here on a very promising DeFi project. So what exactly is dYdX basically doing? So here's a pretty good rundown of their things. So basically you can trade short on leverage positions up to 10x, trade on margin and perpetuals. It's not something that really exists on a very big scale on DeFi. You have a lot of centralized ones, BitMEX for example, which got into a lot of trouble recently. And there are a lot of other platforms that, do obviously margin and perpetuals. That's not something I do personally, so that's not for me, but I can still spot trade on this platform, or I can borrow and lend my funds into those pools where that leverage is happening. So that is a very interesting opportunity for me because I can see there being a lot of potential revenue to be made. And then there's basically the why exactly used dYdX. It's trustless, liquid, powerful, accessible, and also secure, which has been audited also. So that is a very good thing. 1.2 billion has been traded so far. That's a really big amount. There's a Polychain Capital and Horowitz, I believe, are some of the investors behind. But let's jump into the actual platform. And I guess we could disconnect for the first off. So the things that are supported here are Web3 wallets, MetaMask, Coinbase, Ledger, and Wallet Connect. That is a pretty nice selection for things to go with. I'm using Saturn Wallet as of right now, and then I'm going to be using the login. You can also sign up with your actual wallet and basically sign up with an email. So there are emails coming into your email based on the Ethereum address you're going to be logging with. So that's something, if you're interested in, you can look into. And here we can see all of the things that are happening here. Basically, we have spot trading, we have margin trading, we have perpetuals, and then we have the portfolio where we can see what do I have right now in terms of the here. And here are the APRs we can gain on, on our deposits. So Ethereum has 0.02, USDC has 10.49. That's a pretty nice percentage. DAI gives 7.61, and then there's a bit different numbers also on the spot account. So it is an interesting system, and I don't think there's been any type of a pool system before in margin trading, far as I know, on perpetuals. And I do want to say perpetuals and margins are for expert people. It's not definitely something I recommend for beginners. But then again, if you're going to be just testing the platform and you want to maybe participate on the alleged possible airdrop, then you might want to do it. But you can also provide liquidity, which we're going to be doing in this platform. There's also a markets tab, which is showing you actually the volume, what's going on, and all the pairings. It's kind of revolving around 3 tokens, Ethereum, USDC, and DAI. Apparently there's Link too. And then there is the borrow tabs in case you want to collateralize some of your funds and you want to maybe pay something in. So let's say I want to borrow 1 Ethereum, then I would have to put collateral of that amount, and I can deposit that collateral in USDC or DAI even, apparently. So that is a very interesting possibility there to go with. and the same pairs with the DAI and things. So these are like interconnected, so you can deposit any of those two pairings to get the one. So that's actually very interesting and cool system. And then there is documentation tabs, Discord community, terms of use. There's also status bar, which shows you how the systems are operational, is there outages and stuff like that. That's very important because some of the trading websites like BitMEX have been accused of illegitimately just closing down when the Bitcoin is spiking or going down a lot. So there has been a lot of those type of things where not necessarily everything is really trusted. So I think that type of downtime is one of those elements which needs to be like really spot on when it comes to margin and perpetuals in general. So what we're going to be doing here is I want to basically give out something to the pools. And the question obviously is, how do we exactly do that? So I think we're going to be starting off by going into the portfolio tab. And here, by the way, you can adjust the date range, and the trading history is also shown here. And here we have the balances. This we already looked at. And borrow is also here. But where do we actually... and here is the compatibility. What is this actually thing? And there's sadly apparently no mode for there's only the dark skin apparently. There's also language support here on the bottom for Chinese. I believe that is also Japanese and Russian. There's two, is Hong Kong and the Mandarin and Cantonese. So now we are gonna be actually so in case you want to actually do the margin, you can also do cross, and these are terms obviously market and limit and stop. These are the terms that I'm not going to be going into this video because these are margin and perpetual terms, and if you're not familiar with them already, then definitely this is not something you want to do. But here we can actually deposit anything into the actual address and start earning interest. But I want to actually do DAI. So I'm going to be using DAI, and I'm going to be enabling it first. So we're going to be paying the gas fee attached to the, make sure you're going to be paying enough. And obviously the gas fees are really high right now as I'm making this video. So you're going to be enabling the DAI before you can actually deposit it. And now we have actually done that, and I can add some of my DAI here. I'm going to put $73, and basically interest rate is going to be 7.6 APR, and we're going to be confirming the deposit. And the destination will be going into the margin account. And remember that you want to be making sure they're going to be where you're going to be moving those actual tokens. So we're going to be doing that into here. Once again, I'm going to be putting 55 just to get the confirmation cleared out. And now we should be soon seeing that actual amount coming into the balance tab and showing the APY. And it should be automatically starting to, long as you're going to be moving the DAI into, and now we already have, so we are earning already the 7.6%. The expiry is, I guess, blank, and I obviously believe that the percentage is going to be changing all the time. And now, to my understanding, if everything goes right, I am now now I'm earning interest on my DAI on the platform, and it's basically pulling that money into the margin, or the perpetuals on a margin, I believe, are the same. So basically, when you deposit money in here to the margin account, it's being used here, and the collateralization is the calculated sum of the total values of positive value supplies and the total value of negative balances borrows. The minimum initial collateralization is 225%. If your account falls below 11 and 115% collateralized will be liquidated. So liquidated means that you will basically losing your money. So just so you know, make sure you really understand this when you're going to be operating with everything. So I'm not going to be actually participating and making any positions here because I just want to provide into the pool as I've basically done because that's the best way to, for me at least, because I'm not really expert on the perpetuals, to gain revenue. But that is pretty much my rundown of the actual platform. And in case you want to like loan now, you can also do that because I've already deposited here. So if I want to actually like loan Ethereum, I can do that through DAI. So I can put the $73 here. And now I can basically borrow like 1 Ethereum. So I would need this much, about 0.3 Ethereum. And this would mean 777. Let's put 25 or 20. Or let's send to USDC and DAI. And let's blank this, and this would give us the real amount. So I guess we can put this 73. And here we'll give the colorization percentage and everything. So it's pretty, well, people who understand this is pretty good. But I thought I would be just giving you like a general overview of the platform. Can't really call it the tutorial because I'm not showing you everything about the perpetual and margin things. But, I mean, just interacting with the dApp probably is going to be enabling you to be eligible for the airdrop. That's what I'm going to be doing here. And I might do a future video and talk about, obviously, the dYdX if there's going to be any updates on it. But people who are looking for margin and perpetual tradings, it's definitely a good decentralized option for you. Obviously, things that I would probably like to see is perhaps a bit more easier interface in terms of some of the things. Obviously, white skin mode is something that they obviously require. They do also have a live chat here, so in case you want to ask any questions about the platform, and the reply times of 1 day. So if there's some concerns about anything, it's definitely worth looking into. But hopefully this was a somewhat insightful look into the dYdX. And I will see you guys on the next video, whenever it may be. Thanks for watching.